And here we go. The referees is about ready to go. This round 6 game.
Yeah.
Tweed looks like they would have won the toss. They're going to run right to left with the breeze and will kick off. So the Cutters will do the hard yards running into it for the first 40. Definitely, if they can stay with the Tweed Head side, it's going to have the virtual wet flag at their back.
Stay behind.
In the second half. Taken safely down the end there by Yamba Bowie. And the first hit up there taken by Alex Gerard.
Alex Gerard was huge last week, Mackay. Topped the run meters for the Cutters.
He's been a real find for the Cutters this year, Alex Gerard, coming from the north of England. And our live stream is actually quite popular over there in the UK.
Yeah.
I think all the family and friends of our English imports are tuning in. So big hello to those guys over there in the UK. I know it'll be the middle of the night over there, or early in the morning over there. So welcome to all you guys. And, glad to get to enjoy a great game here in Central Queensland. Bella scored a nice try last week.
Last one, Marcus lock in.
Ross has been very strong for the Cutters so far this year.
Make a tackle. Right side good.
First kick away there by Hodges.
Run 10 now.
Pup was talking to us earlier, Mac, about the Cutters competing last week, and that's what he's looking for them again tonight. So good to see him if they get ripping early and see how we go.
So the Seagulls now working out their own end.
Away on the left here. Hold, go 2.
They have some definite talent in their sides, as do almost every side in the Intrust Super Cup.
Yeah. Shane Cooper together.
Both sides
holding.
Feeding into one NRL club or another, and there's a number of Titans players out
Hands
there.
away, Mitch. Lock in.
Having a gallop for the Seagulls this evening.
Hold. Go 4.
It's good defence there early by the Cutters. They seem to be winning that ruck at the moment.
Last tackle. Lock in a marker.
So got the last tackle.
Go.
Tweed Head. Just on their side, the Cutters side of halfway, put it up high in the swirling breeze. And Carlin Anderson returning from injury, takes that safely. Very experienced fullback, it's great to have him back.
Mate, very interested to see how Carlin goes tonight. Paulie Burns has been doing a job back there throughout the year, but good inclusion for the Cutters tonight.
So the backline looks very strong. We've got Burns on the wing, replacing Marcus Jensen, who's out with a knee injury currently. But unlucky for Marcus Jensen. Good timing to have Carlin Anderson come back in the side as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold for it. Hold. Go 3.
Cotter, dummy half. Searching. Good run there from Cotter.
Straight off, Jack. Square.
Cutters on the 40. And get a relieving penalty. So Reuben Cotter, very strong last week against the Blackhawks, Pat. And the word on the street is that he's well in the reckoning for a spot with the Cows sometime soon.
Mate, it's got to happen. He's been going that well for the Cutters. Probably wouldn't be the best thing for the Cutters losing him, but it'll be good for him, mate. Get a crack at that first grade, which everyone aspires to.
Line, mate. Yep.
So that's what the Pathways program is all about. So I think up was in the paper today mentioning that. It's very happy to see players progress to the Cowboys level. Bowie there takes the ball infield. Cutters in the first position to attack.
Square. Hottie Jack.
Cotter in a dummy half. Big run there. Mitchell Dunn.
John off the arm. Square.
He'd be keen to put on a big showing here tonight. Mitch Dunn being left out of the Cutters side to play the Storm last night.
Lamar, stand up. Square.
Here we go, the Cutters. 5 metres out.
Go.
Cotter in a dummy half. Out the back line to Bambling. Searching. Couldn't get the ball away.
Held. Release, Jack.
They're set up to the right.
Leave it out.
And another penalty.
That's against us, mate, because that's gone to
Don't push out at him.
Cooper Bambling was pushing out in the tackle. He needs to leave that, alone.
Yeah, a little bit of poor discipline there. Certainly had Tweed Heads under the pump, and to get the ball over in that fashion, I don't think Steve Shepard will be all that impressed with that one. No. But anyway, these things happen in the game of footy. I'm sure Cooper will make amends for that. So a good kick with that breeze. We'll see Tweed Heads take their first set from just inside their half.
Mitch to here. Hold. Just stand up. Hold.
Latu's been involved early tonight. Looks like he's trying to get back into that Titan squad as well, Mackay.
Ross off the ball.
Well, a few years ago, Leilani Latu was, his name was getting passed around as a potential state of origin representative for New South Wales. So probably the injury and a little loss of form resulting from that. He's
Go. 3.
end up in the Intrust Super Cup, but I'm sure that he'll make amends as a quality player. Here come the Seagulls there. One in the back line. Out there, the number 4 and Spry. And Spry will go over in the corner.
I'm happy. Yeah.
So real communication breakdown there in the outside backs there from the Cutters. And Tweed Heads, Pat, they scored that first try quite easily. There's a little bit of a shame there.
Yeah, it was all too easy, Mackay. Just a simple little block play created the overlap, and they just sliced straight through. And yeah, they just had too much speed there, Tremaine Spry, and he just went straight around him. No one could get near him.
Yeah. Early wake-up call there from the Cutters. That was
Thank you.
really the first chance the Tweed Head Seagulls had to attack with the footy, and they certainly
Yep.
One thing to work on would be
made the most of it.
Jaden Hodges on your right-hand side for Mackay.
Yeah, and probably Mackay, you probably go back
pulling
to
up
the
short.
Cooper
Yeah, just pulling
Bambling
up a metre short.
penalty
Okay.
up at the other end of the field where they had him under the pump and just had a little lash out, and then they rolled down the field and ended in points.
So the kick there from the corner.
30 seconds gone.
Okay, cheers.
So we'll have the breeze at his back, but on a difficult angle, try and extend that lead. So one of the good things about having a couple of injured players in the ISC squad is that we get to have a bit of a chat with them as they are here at the game. So I'd like to welcome up to the commentary box our injured winger, Marcus Jensen. So Marcus, like to come on in. G'day, mate. How's things?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it sucks I got the injury the other week, but yeah, things are coming along well.
So around about how long do you think you'll be out for?
4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, that's a bit of a time on the sideline. What's the actual nature of the injury?
Yeah, so it's MCL grade 2. So yeah, a bit sore, a bit tender, but yeah, hopefully rip into rehab and things come good.
Mate,
Mindful of the wind.
we've been saying up here in the commentary box, it's been nice to have
But just be ready for a shorter.
it's been nice to have a decent goal kicker for a change. You've made that bit of a specialty of yours.
Yeah, well, I actually haven't been kicking the last few years, but once Carlin got injured, Pup said he needed a new goal kicker, and I kicked a few years ago, so I thought, the last few weeks, rip into a bit of practice, and yeah, it ended up paying off. I had a good week there, kicking 7 from 7, so yeah, it's something I'll keep working on.
Yeah, well, I think it definitely brings a lot to the side. So you're originally from Kingaroy, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yep.
And then up to the Cowboys to go to their under-20 system?
Yeah, so I originally moved to Sydney straight after school and was in the Bulldogs system for a little bit, and then moved up to Townsville. Was up there for the last 3 years, and then moved here about 12 weeks ago.
One on.
Tweed Heads there with a quick move down the left-hand side of the field. That's an easy yard. The Cutters here under the pump early. So, mate, after you come through the under-20s, what were you doing after that?
I then signed a 2-year NRL deal with Cowboys, so I was there for 2017 and 18, and then I got sick the start of last year, and then so I missed most of that year, and then moved to Mackay the start of the year.
Excellent take there by Bowie, and the Cutters will get the penalty there. The Tweed Head Seagulls offside, so they'll get the relieving penalty there. So, mate, what do you think of Mackay? Are you enjoying your time down here?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's good. Good bunch of boys here. I'm enjoying work, and everything's going well.
Excellent, mate. Well, thanks very much for joining us in the box. With you, we have another injured player in Lloyd White. Lloyd, welcome. Welcome to Australia, and welcome to the commentary box.
Hi, mate. Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you've had 2 games for the club now since you've come out?
3.
3 games?
3 games, yeah.
You made a real difference there in the halves there for us. Where were you playing before you came into the Cutters, mate?
So I was over in the English Super League playing for Widnes Vikings. I played 7 years over there. Obviously learnt my trade then, and now I've come over here to see how I fare in a different competition.
And what was the attraction to come up here to Mackay, mate?
I think testing yourself in a different environment, and I've got 2 young children and a wife as well, so the lifestyle isn't something that can be overlooked. It's a real opportunity for them to experience something different than ourselves, so something we look forward to. Yeah.
That's good. And you've been enjoying your time here?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Kids still think they're on holiday, so that's all good here.
A little bit different weather this time of year to over in the north of England.
Yeah, I think it was about 5 degrees when we left and stepped off the plane here, and it was about 30, so a bit of a shock, but slowly getting used to things now, and it's got a bit cooler, which is nice.
So, career ambitions there for you, mate? You'd still like to have a crack in the Intrust Super Cup and maybe get noticed by an NRL club in the future?
Yeah, well, I mean, you never say never. You play to the best you can every game, and you know, if someone comes knocking because you're doing the right things and that's good enough, what they're looking for, then you know, you'd be stupid to say no, I think.
That's right. Well, mate, we're very lucky to have you, and you and Marcus also, so we look forward to spending the rest of the year here watching you play, and we hope you're able to continue the success you've had so far. So thanks very much for joining us, boys.
Cheers, thank you. I'll just give a quick shout out to Mum and Dad watching back home. Hope you're well, and hope Dad's enjoying that full English he's probably tucking into now.
Great stuff, mate. Thanks a lot, Lloyd. And yeah, big shout out to our fans over in the UK. We got Lloyd and we do have Alex here as well. So, and I'll tell you what, they bring a lot to our club. So, a big welcome to those guys. So here we go. Tweed Heads putting the Cutters under pressure. They're very good with the football. Attacking now down the right-hand side of the field. The wind at their back is giving them real advantage with their kicking game.
Yeah, Mackay, they seem to be moving the ball really well, the Seagulls, so it'd be interesting to see if the Cutters can shut that down and turn it around.
McGrady there, parading around the ruck.
Square, hold, go.
Good there. Kick goes through. Too much on it. Just. 7-tackle restart there for the Cutters.
Yeah, it's good to see.
It's a long pass. It's on the whistle in the middle.
Cutters. Talk about goal kickers, Mackay. Lyndon McGrady's he was equal with our own Cutters kicker there, Marcus, but he's just gone up one more on him, so he's got 14 for the year. So if they get 4 points, they'll most likely turn into 6.
So the boy can kick.
Leilani, give space.
Cutters working into their rhythm.
Go. Leilani offside. It's one.
Strong run from Kenworthy. Offload. Back to Bambling.
Yeah.
Kenworthy's put a big shot on last week, Mac, and it made the ISC top 5 plays of the week.
I did see that. He was probably playing with the point to prove last week, playing against his old club up there. So he's in great form at the moment for us, as are all our forward pack here at the Cutters. So hopefully have another big game here this evening. So the Cutters get that penalty.
Stay behind.
Looking for touch here.
Fine, mate.
And they find that.
On the line, Jack.
First time we've been back in attacking position too, Mac, since that Cooper penalty.
Here's Bowie.
Arnie, stand up. Square. Ready, Shane, hold for it. Hold, Jack. Go.
Cotter has done.
Solid carry there.
Done very deft with the ball. The players we're going to be pushing up there with him in attack. Very clever ball player, Mitch Dunn. Out there to Balla. Strong run. The two front rowers working in unison.
Square. 10 here. Hold. Go, 3. Thanks, John.
Gerard. Out the back to Hodges.
Through.
On to Bowie.
It's a knock on. Knock on.
And
knock on call, Macca.
It
It's
was.
a knock on. Scrum.
Good enterprising play there from the Cutters. I like the way they shift the ball, and Yamba was moving onto that ball. Right, we didn't get the points, but it's a good play.
So, unfamiliar position here for Jaden Hodges. He's playing on the right-hand side there for the Cutters in the number 6. So,
Let's go, boys.
he's hopping in the first receiver there in attack with the ball.
Arms over the top.
Replacing Lloyd White.
Outside leg forwards,
But the advantage in that, it gets Reuben Cotter on the field earlier. So, the Cutters not losing a lot there with Hodges at 6.
No, I don't think they're losing much there. And being out on the edge there is going to give him a little bit more time to freshen himself up. And he's a quality player. He'll handle that 6th position, no problem at all.
So Tweed Heads now working out from their line.
Square. Hold. Go on. 9, not square. Left side, all on front. Involved.
Penalty here. Offside.
Left side. In front.
The referee pinged the players offside. They did not get back their 10 metres. So each time they give a penalty in their own half with this breeze, Tweed has able to make advantage of it and push forward this time round about the 17 metres.
Hold for the tap.
Especially with that
Hold
breeze,
here.
Mac. Every
Go.
time you get a penalty, like you said, they kick down, they get an extra 20 metres. Good contact there from Kenworthy.
Stand up. Square marker. Hold. Go. One. On.
All gone forward there from Tweed Heads. So their coach will be disappointed in that one there. Opportunity missed.
Good intensity in defence there from the Cutters. They're pushing up nice and hard and force that error.
Hold. Go. 0.
Bo takes a scoot from the dummy half.
Move together. Hit him
The
in.
Cutters now
Hold
working out of their
Hold.
own end. Back to Big Gerard.
Gets you plenty of work, Macca, doesn't he?
Hold. Release
He gets big
down.
minutes too, Pat, which is really makes it easier for Pup Shepherd there to rotate his bench.
Good quality run there from Cotter out of the 9.
Square. Hold. Go.
It's a hand from
3.
Ruben Cotter. Hodges into acting half. Then to Kenworthy. I think that's
Jack, stand up.
Ballard outside
Lock
of
in
him
a
taking that hit up there.
Hold.
Cutters 20 metres
Hold.
out.
Go. 4.
Bambling on the left.
Kick good.
Kick through. Right at the try line. Not a bad kick. And if they can contain, they can't contain. The good return there
Held.
from Tweed.
Release. Go. 1.
There's Jacobs there on the far side.
Move together. Square up. Hold. Go. 2.
So both sides just feeling each other out in this early stages at the moment. Tweed Heads the early try scorer. They're up 6 points
Stand
to
up,
0
Cooper.
currently.
Square marker.
Since then, it's been a bit of an arm wrestle.
Hold. Go. 3.
Yeah, I think Pup Shepherd just going to be asking the question at half time about their completion and their 5th tackle options, Macca. They're getting down the field all
Stand
right.
up now.
Just don't
Square
seem
up.
to be completing those
Hold.
sets.
Go. 4. Played it.
Tweed Heads up the centre of the park.
Square 8. Hold. Go. Make a tackle. Penalty. That's a penalty, boys. Watch the back play.
And a late shot there on the Tweed
Number
Heads
9 will be on
kicker.
report.
So Cotter there getting a bit late. Referee called penalty early. So that penalty will be given at the point where the ball landed, which is going to give Tweed Heads excellent
Ruben.
attacking position. So it looks as though Cotter will be called out for that one.
Ruben.
Yeah, look, Macca, they're cracking down on the late tackle on the halves at the moment. Look, I don't think
So we got
there's
a
too much
tackle
in
the
that one.
kicker's legs. It's dangerous. It's on
He
report.
did hit the legs, but he's been put on report.
Number 9. 2 points. Okay. They're going to take.
So Tweed Heads look like they're going to take the gift too. With
2 points. Ball's out the back.
yep, they're going to take the gift too there. So McGrady, the goal kicker there, will
When you drop that.
probably pop that one over fairly easily.
That
So
Sam will
Cotter
put it for you.
will
Here it
answer a
comes.
charge on that shot there. But like Pat said, it was late but not malicious. It's just one of those things. The timing's a bit off. That's going to result in 2 points to Tweed Heads.
Distance and compliance continue to be good, mate.
Yep.
Just work with Jaden and Mitch on your right-hand side from
Yeah,
Mackay.
okay. Yep, I've got to
I'm
go.
working off comms.
It's about 18 minutes gone in the first half.
Yep. Sweet.
Neither side gone to their benches yet.
Yeah, I was talking about completion rates earlier. Mac and Cutters have only completed 3 of their 6 sets. And Tweed going very well with 5 of their 6 getting completed. So the Tweed, they're completing their sets and it's showing on the board, isn't it, with the points?
It certainly does. It does make all the difference. So it's something that Cutters will need to be working on. And extras are added from the fullback McGrady. Tweed Heads 8, Cutters yet to score. We have 22 minutes remaining in this first half here at BB Print on the Cash Converters Cutters TV, brought to you by Tropical Exposure.
Mitch, Jaden, make sure you make him back to me on the 10 metres. Yeah.
Crowd building in here in Mackay this evening. It's a lovely
Come with
evening,
me.
about 20 degrees.
Stay on set.
Strong breeze, but cloudless
Down
skies and lovely night for rugby league.
Very strong breeze, and we've been talking about the breeze a lot, Mac. The Tweed just seem to be controlling the ball at the moment, don't they, with that breeze behind their back.
One in.
They seem to be marching down the field when they want, getting to their kicks, completing their sets.
Release.
That kick off
Hold,
the
go,
Cutters
1.
has barely gone 20 metres. I'm not too sure it was deliberate. It was just the
Offloads,
wind.
all
So
backwards.
Yeah, I
Still
don't think
back,
so.
Still back.
loose
Still
ball
on.
there from Tweed, but the referee calling it's gone backwards. So
Ross, stand up. Jaden to here.
tackle
Hold,
count
Go.
does not reset.
Set a better 10 this one.
Strong run there. I think that's Latu.
He's been a handful,
Move
Macca.
together. Go. 3, 8.
He's a big
come
man.
10. Not square. On the chest. Mitch, hands away.
Love the way Kenworthy goes into those shots. He's very aggressive. Love the way he plays.
Larvey, big body there from New Zealand.
Hold! Release him, last! Go.
Last tackle for Tweed.
Nothing late.
Back to the halfback and Hazard. Puts that up high, down the corner there. Burns, solid on the high ball. Takes that beautifully, Paulie Burns.
Kirk, give space.
Bit of a background there on Pallavi Mackay. He's brought over from NZ last year. Played for the Mount Albert Lions. And he was come through that Warriors system.
Go. 2.
So the Titans definitely have their eye on John Pallavi, but currently trotting there for Tweed Heads. So
Here's a 10. Hold. Go. 3.
definitely a player to keep an eye on. Good run there from Bowie. Pushing up through the ruck. He's very, very dangerous around the ruck end, but Bowie comes in for his scoots there. Working the ball out of the back. Cotter. Probing there. Dummy half.
They're getting the yards, aren't they, Mackay, when they come down the field? It's just like to see him complete a set.
Hodges gets a good kick away and will, oh, a beautiful kick right down in the bottom pocket there, and they're going to make that tackle there on the Tweed Heads fullback McGrady, right down on his try line.
Tell you right now, Mackay, Tweed very slow to get back. There's still attackers in the defensive line for the Cutters.
So Cutters now, a little bit of spring in their step, trying to lock this ball down inside the Tweed Heads red zone.
Go 2.
Good shot there on that side there by the
Shane, stand up. Hold here.
was Shane Wright, I think, on that side.
No, that's 4.
Mate, Shane Wright's actually currently on 8 points in the Petro Sivnasiva medal for the Player of the Year, so he's only 1 point off the leader, Mackay.
Go 4.
So he's a good player, Shane Wright. He's looking for a clear run with injuries, and the Cowboys definitely showed a lot of faith keeping him on their books over this time, and I'm sure they're looking to see how he goes this season with the view of moving up to the top grade. He's a good player, Shane Wright. 5th tackle there, Tweed Heads. Ball goes high, down to Bowie. Swallows those. Loves them. Good return from Bowie. He's having a good game tonight, Yamba Bowie.
It's a quality back 3 tonight, Mac. It's really 3 quality fullbacks, and that's pushed 2 of them onto the wing, so should be pretty safe there tonight.
Some good depth in the outside backs of the Cutters. It's a nice change from where we've been previously, so not all fighting fit, but with the depth of the squad at the moment, we're able to cover all those positions. Kenworthy, strong run. Cotter. Good run there from dummy half. Big Gerard. Moving forward. Strong run, Alex Gerard. Cutters are on the 35. This is last.
Trainer has stopped the play.
Referee will hold play there.
Trainer's got his hand
There's
up.
a Tweed Heads player down in background, in back play.
Ball down.
Couple of changes too, looks like coming up.
It's last tackle.
The 18, Rory Hill's coming on for Tweed. It looks like Dave Munro
Trainer stopped it.
and Emery look like they're warming up as well.
So Emery Perry missed the last couple of games from injury, so he was very strong early in the early couple of games there for the Cutters. So whichever of the front rows gets a break, Cutters will lose absolutely nothing with Emery Perry coming on the park.
Shane, John, make sure we stay up.
Yeah, might have a forced interchange here. They're going for a head knock, so the 18 comes on in
blow time on.
Rory Hills.
Clear now, mate.
It's going to be last tackle.
Rory Lillis, yep. So he's on the field, and that so HIA there. So this is last. Ball goes high.
Ruben. Still last.
Bowie fielded that one, kicked it through. So a little bit of a messy end of the set, but the Breeze playing havoc there with the kick, so it didn't get anywhere near the distance they were looking for.
Isn't it ever, Mac? That ball just held up in the air.
Go. 1.
A little bit of skill there from Bowie just to get those extra 10 metres. So the Cutters resume their defence.
Go 2.
Tweed in camp down their end for a little bit here.
Move together. Hold here. Go 3. Cooper. Now. Sorry. Stand together again, Cooper. Hold
Also got Kalani going, coming on for Tweed as well, Macca. He's making his change now.
So it looks as though Tweed had made a couple of changes there, and it looks like Munro about to come on for the Cutters also. Floating kick, a hard one to take. Paulie Burns all over it.
Up together. Square marker.
Cutters, been solid so far. The one early lapse resulting in a try. A penalty there, gave away 2 points a few minutes ago. Tweed Heads were leading 8 points to 0, but there's not too much in this game. Dunn! Oh, poked his head through. Weren't quite with him. Dunn is dangerous. And gets the penalty as well. It's a good run there, Mitchell Dunn.
And it's Balla that's come off for Munro. Munro comes into the attack for the Cutters. Just quality there, wasn't it, from Mitch Dunn, Mackay? He poked his head through the line and drew that penalty.
He's a good player, Mitchell Dunn. He's come through the Mackay system the whole way through. Mackay brothers, played at Mercy College and St. Pat's, Capricornia Rugby League, moved up to the Cowboys for the under-20s. He's played 16s and 18s for the Cutters. He is a true definition of what the Pathways program is all about. And to see him out there running around for the Cowboys in the previous weeks and Cutters tonight, it's a terrific sight to see. And hope we have many more players like that. Munro, first touch of the football, pushing down the left-hand side. Cutter in the dummy half. Here come the Cutters. Gerard, strong at the line.
I think this right edge is where they could find some points tonight, Mackay.
Up now, get square.
Depth on the right-hand side. Hodges, out to Dunn. Ball in there to Russell. Just short. Last tackle here.
Good to see him get another repeat set here. Don't push anything too much. And
Hodges to Anderson, putting the kick through.
In goal. In goal.
Tweed Heads will field that, and the Cutters will make the tackle, and they'll get the dropout restart.
They'll be happy with that, Mackay. They applied some pressure, some good hard runs. And, yeah, didn't try and push the points there and just went for a repeat set. Keep the foot on the throat, and it should turn into points.
20 seconds. Lyndon, on or before the line. Stay outside.
So the Cutters, as a better end of that set.
Stay on.
Lyndon's got with the win.
Strong dropout, almost on the full to the 50. Back to Gerard. He's pumping out the minutes. Big Alex Gerard. Cutters now looking to score before the half-time break. Plenty of time. 14 minutes left to go. Dunn. He's a big player, Mitch Dunn. Played in the halves all his life. He just got too big for the 6 and 7, so he's out there on the edge.
Yeah, silky hands for a big fella, doesn't he, Mackay?
Certainly does. Munro. Been busy since he come on.
Hold! Straight up, Christian! Hold! Go, 3.
Cotter to the left-hand side.
His numbers here.
Bambling, his numbers are on. The pass is loose and it's gone over the touchline.
2-0-1.
Little bit of communication breakdown there.
I actually thought there was a winger out there myself, Mackay, but he must have come in.
Let's go. Let's go, boys. Energy. Come on, let's go.
So a few stats is coming through, Pat. Apparently John Palavi had a season at Norths last year on his way over from the Mount Albert Lions and on to Tweed Heads. So, but definitely he's been busy out there tonight, John Palavi. He's been a real handful down that left-hand side playing.
Thank you. Arms over, binding Cooper in with your half-back.
Playing in the front row.
Thanks. Outside up.
Just had a good turnaround there from the Cutters. They had 5 completions in a row, Mackay. So they went from 3 from 6 to complete the next 5. So they probably need to turn that into points with a big defensive set here.
Hold! Hold! Go. 1.
Cutters working hard in defence. Seagulls seem to be camped down in their territory for an eternity.
Stay square. Go. 2.
Cutters working hard. Seagulls using their big forwards to work their way out.
Shane, stand up! Go.
And the one thing that the Cutters did want to do is give away a relieving penalty, but that's what's happened. So it's on the 3rd tackle.
What's your
So
name?
that was what the Tweed Head Seagulls were after.
Kalani.
We have just over 10 minutes remaining in the half. They'd love to go on again with to extend their advantage.
Seems like Cooper and the referee might have a bit of history here. Mackay seems to be getting hammered tonight.
In the middle.
Strong kick there.
Yeah, mate.
Gets about 30 metres on that one. So
hold for it, Cooper.
Tweed Heads will attack.
Hold. Go.
And here they come. Working out the set.
Tie.
That was a high tackle there.
Eye
I think
contact.
from, was that Kenworthy? Might have got him high.
Yeah, not sure who it was. It probably was a little bit high, but play on, I say.
There's been a lot of penalties so far, so it's been a fairly stop-start. Strong run there.
9, 12, stand up.
Kalani
Square
going.
marker. Go. 1.
They seem to light up a bit down this end of the
Leo
field.
Labavi
Mackay.
there,
Stand
the
up,
number 11.
10.
Yeah.
Square. Hold. Go 2.
Out there to the hooker and Cook.
He's through. He's here.
Jackson has it, combining down that side where they scored previously. And have they gone in again? It looks as though they might have done, and they have done. So, gone back to the happy hunting ground there. The Tweed Heads has gone in the corner.
Tremaine Spry,
So
great footwork there. Then the little offload out to his winger. That was a great try.
So Spry, they're finding Walters there in the corner. And Tweed Heads will extend that lead. It's 12 points to 0. Difficult kick, but McGrady did land that one in the first try. So it's a similar play, Pat, from the first try score. They've gone back to that, finding holes down the cutter's left edge there.
Yeah, they seem to just be able to push the ball out there and get on the outside of Blake Atherton. And winger had to come in and, put him over for 4 points. And like you said, Macca, it could turn into 6 the way Lyndon McGrady's been kicking.
Yeah.
Just tag him.
All good, cheers.
What's the win worth, Macca?
Jeremy,
Oh, I think it's a
kick
2-try win.
you to come
So
a bit further.
the 10 minutes ago,
Don't
I'm
like their
saying
chances of
that.
kicking it
Pretty
too
sure
long
Pup
in the
Shepherd
end.
didn't want to go down
Started at
into the sheds
All right,
12
mate,
0
too easy,
down.
Cutters definitely need points in the first half. They've looked likely when they get down there. They can, like we said, they completed those last 5 sets, but
Talking to him on the run as
we'll see how we go after this with
so,
hopefully get a good kick down in this wind and put some pressure on.
and if he leads the line speed, then we'll think about actioning it.
Yep, too easy.
Yeah.
On there, Matt, when you
So
stop.
Tweed Heads.
Yeah, one to go.
The times they have been down here, they have come away with points. McGrady from the right-hand touchline. In or out, Pat?
Not sure, Macca, the way he's been kicking. Wouldn't like to be his dog at the moment, I can tell you that.
And he has landed that one from the sideline. He can kick, Lyndon McGrady. So the Tweed Head Seagulls extend that lead, 14 points to 0 over the Mackay
Get
Cutters,
a contest, Jeremy.
with 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. So Cutters, bit of work to do here.
As well.
Yeah, mate, too easy.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I think Dan Russ will be looking at
Sounds
maybe
right.
getting the ball a little bit lower this time, Macca, getting it further down the field. He once it goes up in the air, just gets caught up and gets held straight up.
Once again, it does hang back. The Cutters coming through on that one. Oh, there's friendly fire there. The Tweed Heads player completely takes out his teammate.
Say square. Hold. Go.
Yeah,
One.
Shane Whitelaw got to the ball there and took out his teammate.
Off the ball, right. Square. Back to me.
Tweed Heads
Hold. Go.
looking to extend the lead before the half. Solid run through the middle.
Alex, stand up. Square. Here, Shane.
Alex
Hold.
Gerard
Go,
getting big
3.
minutes in the first half, Macca.
He's got a big motor. He can keep going. He's an 80-minute player, Alex Gerard. So
Cooper, Shane, together. He's at 10-8. Alex.
gives that
Go,
maximum
4.
effort every time he gets the ball.
5 and last.
Another good
You're
run
up.
there. He's going.
Hold. Go. Nothing late. Chase good.
Jacks.
Yep.
Puts the ball through. Well fielded there by Bowie.
He's been safe tonight.
It's been a very good game for
Lamar,
Bowie.
Bill. Get square.
Nothing's got past him
Hold.
so far.
Hold. Go. 1.
Russell centering the ball.
Move together. Jack, hold here. Square markers. Hold. Go. 2.
Pretty good line speed there too from the
Jack,
Seagulls,
off the
Macca. They're getting up
ball.
nice
He's
and
ahead.
quick.
Hold. Go 3. You're locking him
Hodges.
in.
The dummy half, Munro.
Good touch there, found his
Jack,
front.
hands away.
Strong run from
Square
Munro.
up. Here, Rory. Hold. Go. 4.
Kick up.
Outside.
All chases are good.
Done.
good.
Puts the
Off the
ball
foot.
down. Everyone's onside.
That's a better
Good.
kick, Macca. Low projectile.
Off the ball, Mitch.
And a good chase through
Hold.
there.
Go 1.
Well, the Cutters don't. I think
in
Mitch
front.
done first one to get to him.
Keep going. Thanks, Cooper. Yeah, good. Yeah.
We're onside. We're onside.
13, stand up. He's at 10. Go 2.
Tweed Heads working down the right-hand side of
Off
the
the
park.
ball. Square. Go.
Hazard
3.
jumps into acting half.
I think it'll be some pup will be looking to fix up, mate. Is that left-hand side edge defence of the Cutters? That's where the points have come tonight. So They need to lift their game up and start making those one-on-one tackles.
Right side, Mitch.
It's fifth tackle here.
Hold. Go.
Ball there to Jax. Little grubbing kick through. Great hands there. I think that might have been...
Stand up. Square.
That was Cotter.
Body. Hold. Go.
Kenworthy.
Kenworthy. Jax is really controlling the game, Mackay, isn't he? He had some time in first grade with the Storm, and he had some time learning off Cronk, so comes from good stock.
He certainly does. He's been
Up
around in the ISC for some time there with the Sunshine Coast Falcons. He dominated there for the Falcons. Got his spot in the Storm lineup there a couple of times last year, but definitely at this level, he's a dominant player.
Square. Hold. Go. 4.
Fourth tackle here. Munro's been a powerhouse since he came on the field. Dave Munro playing really well.
Been great, eating those meters up, getting us on the front foot.
Hold. Go.
Hodges inside ball there from Dunn.
They're good out here.
Yep.
Flick kick through from Bowie. What's he going to do here? Puts a grubbing kick through. Well fielded there at the back by McGrady though. Enterprising play from the Cutters. Only a few minutes out from half time.
Looks like Brendan Treston's on too, Mackay.
Yeah, Treston's been out for a couple of minutes. Not bad idea there from the Cutters' right edge. The high kicks just aren't working into this breeze, so to get the ball through the hands definitely end up putting Tweed Heads under pressure.
Hold. Go.
And
3.
returning the ball in good position. Tweed Heads.
Clear off.
We definitely confirm that is Treston, Mackay, after calling him a couple of weeks ago and he wasn't playing.
There's only one Brendan Treston, Pat, and he's out there on the field tonight in the number 17.
Cooper. Square.
Got that right.
Go. 6, not square.
Right side chases are good. Ethan needs 10.
And Tweed Heads, fine touch. They're about 5 minutes out from their own line, so get to have a little bit of a breather. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half, and the Cutters are looking to try and get some points, but I think first and foremost, looking to get the ball out of their own end there, in here and complete this set.
Yeah, like we said earlier, they're just controlling the ball, aren't they? They're pushing that ball down the field. There's a great kick there, which will force the Cutters to come out of their own 10-metre line.
Up and over with the arms.
Scrum feed here to the Cutters.
Outside's up. Jump in. Lyndon. Get your shoulders on. Stand square. 2 hands. Feed. Out. All good.
Cutters now working the ball out of their own end.
Shane, lock in a marker.
So run there from Kenworthy.
Treston.
Looks like Kenworthy's come for a spell too, and local product, Cal Jenner's coming on.
Hold. Go. 2.
Old Kalani in the middle.
Back to the left-hand side, Gerard. Punching out big minutes, punching out the meters as well.
Square.
Hodges playing in the 9 position currently.
Shane, stand up. Here we are. Hold. Go. 4.
So it looks as though, Pat,
Still 4.
that Cotter's come off the field, Hodges into 9 and Dunn into the 5'8".
Square.
Yeah, it'd be good. Interesting to see how Dunn goes. Like you said earlier, Mac, that's where he played most of his junior football, but his size has pushed him into that pack. But,
is he onside? He's good. He's good.
that's a good result there for the Cutters.
Cutters got the ball back.
They're
There's
going to
6
get
to
6
go.
more.
So a good little kick there. Great pressure there. I think it was Cal Jenner coming through on the player taking the ball.
Ethan, off that ball. You're locking him in.
Tweed completed 12 from 13 sets, Mac, because that's huge.
It is huge. Done. At the back there, Anderson.
Still 1.
Working hard. Brings it back to the left-hand side.
Loxie Anderson get into a bit of space.
Cutters looking to score before the half. Hodges. Ball there to Jenner.
Lamar, give space.
Dunn wants it to the right. Bambling wants it out to the left.
Ethan, go.
Hodges goes right. Rubbing kick through. Bowie's just put the ball down.
20. Oh, not quick.
Almost there.
The
Trainers passed it.
Cutters. Hodges saw Bowie screaming through. Ball couldn't quite go to hand.
Munro's in a bit of trouble in the back play there.
It's on the whistle. Your trainer got involved. Wait. No, Mackay, come back. Oh.
Munro
No. Sorry, injury.
is down behind the play.
Looks like a HIA.
I'll hold it here.
Yeah.
Old Killer's there, giving the call.
So, 2 minutes 20. There's time out here remaining on the clock. It's 14 points to 0 to Tweed Heads.
Going off. Yeah.
Definitely had their opportunities, the Cutters, Mackay.
Just execution, just letting them down towards the end. Looks like Bella's going to come back on to give Munro,
Maybe 0.
to replace Munro.
Thanks, mate. We'll let the player on.
The Cutters have had their opportunities, Pat. It's just the little bit of finesse on the end of the play.
Appreciate
There's
the compliment, mate.
a little bit,
Yeah, we're gonna
timing's been a little bit off at the moment, but it looks as though points aren't too far away. Tweed Heads, on the other hand, look very polished. When they're attacking the line,
We'll let him get set.
they have identified
Journey 0,
where their
it's on
points
the
will come
tap,
from.
not the
They've been
whistle.
going to their right-hand side,
0.
using the pace of Tremaine Spry. And
Yeah.
they've come up with
Stand
the
together.
points on a
Square
couple of occasions
Hold
now.
Ross. Go,
Quite
0.
simply, if Cutters can fix their left-hand edge defence up, they're right in this.
Knock on, mate. Knock on. Lost ball.
Knock on there. Cutters going to get one last chance to put some points on the
So
board.
loose carry there from Tweed Heads. Cutters rushing to pack the scrum.
Munro coming up the tunnel there. Mackay
Gotta
doesn't
stay in
look
that
too good.
formation. You can stand up.
Time off, 1:56 on the clock. Cutters desperate to score before half-time, get that momentum coming back in the second half with the breeze.
Go, Tweed. With your long.
Going to get a full set here, so I'd just like the Cutters to play their hand and
Good defeat.
get that ball down there and see what they can do.
Done. Shows and goes. Strong run. He's got the skills. He's got the size. Hard through the middle.
Stand. Square marker. Hold. Go. One.
Back to Treston. A workhorse.
Shane up again. Square. Hold, Ethan. Hold. Go. 2.
Dunn's wrapped around the left-hand side. They should have numbers here.
Back again.
Bambling.
On.
Hasn't had the happiest of games, Cooper Bambling. Hands let him down that occasion.
Yeah, play's broken down a few times now. Mackay down that left edge.
I think you picked it just before, Pat. Just a little bit of patience needed from the skipper on the left-hand side there. It just tends to be overplaying his hand a little bit.
Yeah, it was only a third tackle. He could have just, it's easy to call from up here, but he could have just took the tackle and played the set out.
So Tweed Heads will get the feed. There's just under a minute remaining on the clock.
Stand up.
Big defensive set now needed from the Cutters, Mackay.
Let's go. All in. Let's go. I'll cut here, boys. Good to feed. Feed. Out.
Ball comes out.
Play on. Be 1-on-1.
There you go, one-on-one, was it? Strip.
Oh, we got the ball back. Here we go.
Go.
38 seconds on the clock.
Backwards.
Jenna. Through the middle, elusive.
Room. Hold. Go. 2.
Gerard, centering run. 25 seconds to play.
Numbers to the left.
Shane, hands away. Square. Hold. Go. 3.
Bambling. Goes himself.
High tackle.
Just got Pivan with an eye shot.
We take the quick tap. About 7 seconds remaining on the clock.
I think they might take the 2, Mackay.
It's a gift too.
With the win.
With the win, we'll reduce the margin to 12. Bambling, I think, still on the deck, is he?
Yeah, he doesn't look to be in a good way.
So a high shot there on the skipper. Bambling really hasn't moved.
You think there'll be anything more from it, Mackay, or just a penalty?
Didn't quite get a good look at the shot in the first place there, Paddy, but the referee was quick to put Ruben Cotter on report earlier. He did call the tackle
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
as
Yep.
being high.
He hasn't moved.
One for the match review committee anyway. So the Cutters, time will run out in this first half.
Chad, you come here.
Bambling. Doesn't look well.
I think he's going to get stretched off, is he? Doctor's coming on the field.
So it must have been a fair old shot. Cooper Bambling's a tough player, so
Set up now, that's a good sign.
Penalty. Yeah.
so the Cutters are well and truly in this game. 2 tries have resulted in a 14-0 scoreline plus the penalty, and Coach Shepherd will be looking to Just have to talk about their execution, I think, Pat, moving into this second half when they have the breeze.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Tweed Heads as a big pack of forwards and running into this win won't be the most pleasant experience for them. So,
yeah, well, Cutters a complete 11 from 16, Mackay, so that's something they probably need to address with Tweed completing 12 from 15. They were looking real good early on, but they didn't complete a few at the end of the half there. So that's what I think Pat might be looking for, a bit of patience and completing those sets and getting through. Looks like they're taking the 2.
So they'll take the 2. Bambling coming off the field.
10 metres from the ball. Yep.
So Lloyd White out. Cooper Bambling getting carried off the field. It's testing the Cutters' resources here in the halves positions. So Mitch Dunn, an experienced half player, he'll go into the halves there, and I'd say it'll be Cotter coming back on the field in the second half with Hodges playing back at the 6.
Yeah, it's probably just going to change the minutes that Cotter's playing done. He probably would have been on the bench for a bit more in the second half, but he's probably going to look at after playing the full half, Mackay.
I'd say so. So Bambling onto the bench. Haven't taken him up the tunnel there just for his assessment. So we hope he's all right. There's been a couple of head knocks so far. One from the HIA from Tweed Heads and another one there, Dave Munro. Got a knock early, but he seems to be okay. So Anderson will pot that one over. And that is all she wrote in this first half. Tweed Heads Seagulls leading the Mackay Cutters 14 points to 2 after 40 minutes here at BB Prince Stadium on the Cash Converters Cutters TV. And it's round 6 game between the Mackay Cutters and the Tweed Heads Seagulls. So a big half coming up in the second half, Pat.
Yeah, plenty to work on, but the Cutters are in it, just down by 12 points. You called the win being worth 12 points, Mackay, so we'll see how it unfolds in the second half.
Well, I hope it's worth at least that for the Cutters. So anyway, it's been an entertaining half of football. Certainly, Tweed Heads a very strong opposition here. Cutters working hard. They'll need to be hanging on to the football a little bit better in the second half to stay with them, but it's anyone's game. So, hope everyone's enjoyed the game so far. We'll be back after the halftime break with the second half of this round 6 clash between the Seagulls and the Cutters.
Join the QCCS Mackay Cutters family with a 2019 membership package.
Welcome back to BB Prince Stadium for the second half of the ISC clash between the Tweed Head Seagulls and the QCCS Mackay Cutters. This game brought to you by Mackay Mazda, the Cutters TV brought to you by Tropical Exposure and sponsored by Cash Converters Mackay. Cutters currently down by 12 points, 14 points to 2. And this half they'll get that breeze that we've been talking about. It's a very strong southeasterly. It's very hard to get much distance with your kicks there when you're kicking the ball high, as we found the first half. Pat, what do they have to do in the second half, mate, to make up this deficit and get the win?
I think the Cutters just need to be patient, Mackay. When we come down the field there and had the ball in an attacking position, we just seemed to push the ball on that left edge where we seem dangerous, but like I said, they just keep pushing the ball early in the set. I think they just need to complete the sets, apply the pressure, and the points will come.
So, Tweed Heads, a side brimming with NRL talent. Leilani Latu's been strong up front. The halves, Hazard and Jacks, leading that side around the paddock really well. And the fullback there in McGrady, he's a handful as well. So, Cutters have their work cut out for them. A couple of injuries starting to impact on the side at the moment.
Yeah, could we see the old former Brothers junior teammates in the halves at some time today with Mitch Dunn and Callan Jenner, or we got... Well,
it's been a long time since those two played together, but in those positions anyway, they've been playing together out here. It's actually really good to see.
Behind the
Mitch
ball
and
here,
Cal,
guys.
long-time mates. Dunn will get us underway. No, sorry, Russell.
Dan Russell.
Kick that off. Deep kick.
Straight away a difference with the win there, Mackay, isn't it?
It is, especially the kickoffs. So Cutters here. Got some work to do. They'll come out strong in this second half.
Hold. Go.
Tweed Heads working the ball out. Solid run there.
Yeah, equal with the contact.
Hands away now.
Shane
Square.
Whitelaw.
Hold. Go, 2.
22 and Roberts there, dummy half. On to
Stand
Lila
off the
Varvey.
ball. Hold. Go, 3.
Pushing down that left edge there.
Just had a
Alex, stand.
message through from an ex-cutter there, Mackay, Grant Ravelli. He actually thinks it's a 14-point breeze, so...
Well, Grant would know. He has been around.
Lock in.
It was fair play back in his day, Pat.
Hold, Shane, go.
He's got 2 more points than you, so hopefully he's right.
Well, I'll defer to the great Grant Ravelli any
Ethan
day.
Roberts.
Deep kick there,
Run 10.
down to Paulie Burns. Returns that one.
He's run 10. It's all good. Stand up together. Square.
Like to see Paulie
Hold, Shane,
get a bit of clean ball
Go early, Rory,
tonight.
one.
He's a quick,
Thanks, Rory.
he's a quick human, and I think he could find the line.
Bowie.
Good run.
Solid run, Bowie. Probing down the right-hand edge, the cutter's right side.
He's been good tonight, Mackay.
Hands off now.
He's been very good, actually. Yamba Bowie, we all know what he can do. His career is really yet to take off. He's been around. He's come through the Cowboys 20s, back playing ISC, but he's a quality ISC player. So I'm pretty sure NRL clubs keep an eye on Yamba Bowie and see if he can progress to that next step.
Ethan, hands away.
Cotter back on the
Square.
field now.
Holding. Go 4.
Jenner in the 14. Solid run, Callan Jenner.
Just a quick plug there to the halftime entertainment too, Mackay. My nephew Jasper Daly won the racing comp.
Left side's good, Ruben.
Didn't get a speed from me.
No, I was about to say that.
Rested good, mate.
Timing of the hit there
Good defence.
Holly Ruben.
from the 11.
Go 1.
Shane right there.
Got up a bit tender there, but he looks to be all right.
Move together. Hold. Go 2.
So good first set from the cutters.
Hands
Got good
away
yards.
now. Square up.
Just need to apply the pressure, put it on them down here, force them to a kick, which they hopefully can't return.
Hands off
Like in
now.
that first
Lock
half.
in. Hold. Mitch, not square. 4.
Roberts.
Now, mate. Now.
Solid run there. And dropped the ball there. I think that was the 20 and going.
Good, solid defence.
So a really good shot there on going, forcing the ball loose. This is what the cutters want to have early in this half. You get some good attacking ball and hopefully convert that into points.
Might have been a sneaky little hand in there, but it was good contact, and that's what made the ref.
Who was the shot from, mate? Was that right?
Cotter, I think.
Or Cotter?
Let's go, boys. Roll in. Let's bind. Lyndon. Let's go. Head in. Head in, Ruben.
So Dunn will feed the ball.
Hip square. 2 hands on it, Mitch. Bring it.
Good
Outside
tacking
up, Ross.
opportunity,
That's it.
Mackay.
Good feed.
See what they can
Yep,
pull
feed.
off the scrum.
Feed. Out.
Cotter feeds the ball there out to Atherton. Hasn't had much ball so far tonight, Blake Atherton.
Square up. Hold. Go 1.
Russell. Working down the right-hand side, Dan Russell.
I'd like to see Russell get a little bit more involved too, Mackay. He's a quality player. Just needs to get his hand on the ball and find some metres.
Another good run there from Treston.
Ethan, give space. Square. Stay square. Go. 3.
Jenner. Out to Balla.
Solid carry.
Kirk, hands away. Go. 4.
Cotter now dangerous in this position on the park. Out there to Hodges.
He's also through.
Anderson. Short ball there to Russell. Oh, he's called that forward.
Ball pass.
Call from the touch judge there, Mackay. I think the ref was happy with it on field. But the touch judge was right in line, and he called that.
Looked good from where I was, Paddy.
Here we are.
Great from up here. But they attacking that line, like I said, maybe just need to be a little bit more patient, but they're finding the holes there, so it's good signs early from the cutters.
Start packing in.
So we've got a good local contingent out there tonight, Pat. I
Need a lot.
had a Capricornia side quite a few years ago which had Cotter, Dunn and Jenner all in it.
Outside up.
And
That's it.
so it's good to see them come through the top grade. Our star of that side was actually Carlin Pong, and we all know what he's ended up doing. So there's some good players who have come through the Capricornia region.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And it's great to see them trot out there for the cutters here tonight.
Yeah, the talent seems to come through in waves, doesn't it, in generations, and there's some good kids there, and the future first graders. I mean, they're already playing first grade, but they're quality boys.
The cutters here,
Hands out now.
desperate to
Go
force
1.
another turnover.
Run 10.
Roberts, dangerous from dummy half Roberts. But once again, an early turnover. The Seagulls, the completion rate so good. in the first half.
It's turning right around.
Haven't completed a set so far in the second. It's only 5 minutes gone.
I think the Cutters seem to be competing a lot more in the early stages of this first half, Macca, and that's that Coach Shepherd mentioned from the win last week, that they competed all games, so good signs.
Jaden, hip square when you feed. Let's go, boys, heads in, pat, shoulders on, let's go, Lyndon. Let's go. Gotta have a hip square, good to feed. Feed. Out!
Let's go, boost Rooster.
Russell off the scrum from ball from Cotter. Dan Russell
Move together!
more heavily involved in this second half already. Penalty to the Cutters.
No.
Hands in the ruck.
Yeah, Ethan Roberts in there, just a little bit too slow to get off.
Quick tap. Right.
Off now, Kalani.
Here come the Cutters
Square up.
looking for points.
Come on.
Out to Jenna. Jenna. Playing well, Kellen Jenna coming off the bench.
Yeah, well, you know it's a quality pack when Jenny gets pushed to the bench, Macca, so when someone of that calibre comes off the bench, you know you're
Oh,
in
good
hands.
ball there from Ross Balla. Back to Hodges, back to Jenna now.
Gotta go to ground.
Cutters looking for their first points. They're set up to the left.
Hold, go, 3.
Short ball there to Munro.
Munro back on, must have the all clear with the HIA.
Don't play it on him. Use your foot. Hold, go, 4.
Out the back there. Mitch Dunn gets the ball loose. Back to Hodges now.
No obstructions yet.
Hodges still, little kick through. Bowen's too deep. Too deep. Just the execution, once again letting the Cutters down. Bowie left unattended on the left wing. Hodges seeing that, put the ball up.
Shane, just keep your legs out of
Yeah, early in the count, I just think I heard an on-call there from on-field call there from one of the Cutters. We don't have to score every time, so it was enterprising play, and it would have been spectacular if it had come off. But I think they just need to complete those sets, roll the ball in, keep the pressure on.
Let's start packing, Tweed. Ethan, shoulders on. Gotta have a hip square.
Even those little kicks with the breeze behind it, you'd have to be very, very particular.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
and
hip
it
square,
definitely
stay
got
square.
under that
Tweed
then
heading
went out on the full, didn't it?
Low percentage play there from the Cutters. Tweed Heads looking for a completion here. They've struggled so far with the football. And that time, they'll rule that the ball has been stripped. So Tweed Heads will get a relieving penalty.
Yeah, the 3 there. Only see Ali come in and took some pressure off the forwards and got the penalty. Not a bad touch for him against the win. And the young fella catches it on the full in the crowd too. He'd be happy with that.
Does he win something for that, Paddy?
I think it was a movie ticket last year from, not sure.
There you go, school holidays, perfect time for a movie ticket.
Ross, give him room.
And the adulation of his adoring fans. What more could you ask for? Roberts.
Good contact from Jenna there.
Together.
It's Cutters looking to defend this set. Tweed Heads looking for a completion, getting down to the Cutters end. That's the 11 there in Lee Lavavi.
First time they've been down here this half, Macca.
Stay square. Hold. Go, 3.
Out there, finds the number 10. Is that Pallavi?
Ruben, get to the side.
Pallavi.
Go, 4. It's out the back.
Back to the left. Rolly Jacks probing there.
Last one. Marcus
Last tackle
Tweed.
here.
Hold here. Hold. Go.
Jacks wants it down the left-hand side. Puts a little grubbing kick through. Good hands there at the back.
I think the wind definitely coming into it there, Macca, in the first half. Tweed were rolling down full length of the field and getting that ball in goal and getting a repeat set. But Cutters done well then. They kept them out of the 20 and Paulie Burns got the ball out.
Shown right there. Cutters working out their own end.
Go, 2.
Bowie with a scoot.
Let's go. Roy, Lockie to marker. Here we are, Tweed. Hold. Go, 3. Keep going. He's running.
Good yards there from Cotter, just poking his head through and drawing a penalty. Great work there.
To flop.
So the Cutters, things are going their way. Looking to get their first try.
Touch.
Looking for some good meters here.
So Russell finds touch on the 40. Oh,
Another specky in the crowd. The old fella just couldn't take it.
Off the tap. Go.
Atherton.
Just second ball. Tackle one. Had 2 balls.
Good work there from Oscar Bishop getting that ball off the field.
Okay, boss.
We've got quality ball boys here at BB Print.
Go one.
Right, been busy in the second half. Big man Shane Wright.
Christian Shane, stand up. Square.
Cutter's looking for points.
Hold, go. 2.
Cotter with the ball. Out there to Jenner, playing in the 5'8" capacity.
Munro's fine. Hit that ball nice and hard.
Roy, don't work him. Hold. Go. 3.
16 there.
Very.
And Emery Perry.
Shane,
Dangerous close to the line.
you're locking him in. Just stand up.
Here come the Cutters.
Hold. Hold. Go.
Cotter
4.
from dummy half.
He locked him in with the legs. Come
Out
with
the
him.
back to Hodges. Slightly overrunning the play, still moves. Out to Russell. Good defence there from Tweed Heads. Last tackle here.
Just be looking for a repeat here, Macca.
Go.
Carlin Anderson put the grubbing kick through. Not the ideal at the end of the set. Retrieve there from McGrady.
Hands off.
And Tweed Heads will work the ball out of their own half, out of their own 20.
Disappointing end to a great set there from the Cutters. I think they really should have rolled that ball into the in goal and gave it a chance to keeping them in there.
Not sure if the right person got the ball there at the end of that set.
Shane, 17, get square. Hold. Go 3.
Good meters here from Tweed. Rolling the ball down the field.
10's here. Hold. Go 4.
Tweed Heads. Down the right-hand side.
Here to me, 17.
Cook back on the field.
Go.
Finds Jacks.
Right side needs 10.
Right, give 10.
Finds the touch.
Outside 40.
5 minutes outside, inside. Sorry, 5 minutes from the Cutters try line. So Cutters will get the loose head and feed.
But that could be the difference there, Macca. That was a great kick from Jacks. Cutters struggled to get the ball down the other end with that wind in the first half, and that kick there was just spot on.
He's a smart player, Rolly Jacks. Really taking control of this game here in the second half, protecting that 12-point lead.
Let's go, boys. Start working in. Start
Just
binding.
working percentage plays.
Heads
It's
and
probably
shoulders.
something the Cutters could
Got to have your hip square this one.
learn a lesson from.
Stay square to the scrum.
Yeah, I think,
Let's jump
like
in
we said
and-
earlier, I think Russell there just
So
needs a
stand
bit of
square.
early ball out on his centre,
That's it,
and I
feed.
think he could do a job on him just if he gets some of that early ball, Macca, from his halves.
Seagulls rushing up in defence.
Hold.
Some injury
Go,
concerns
1.
here for the Cutters. Bambling hasn't come out of the dressing room in the second half, so pretty crook with that head knock still being assessed.
Hold. Go 2.
Tweed turning the clock back there to the first half, completing the last 3 sets in a row. Macca.
Bowie, handful. Really playing well tonight, yeah, for Bowie. Pushing around that ruck there. He has got speed, just needs to get the bit of open space. Done.
Inside.
40-20 here. Bang.
Done.
Lovely
That's got
work.
the
from
40-20.
Dave.
Mitchell, done. Stop it. Using the win, a low flat kick.
It's controlled.
And Cutters now will get the loose head and feed 15 metres out from the Seagulls line.
That just shows the quality of Mitch down there,
Sorry.
doesn't it? He just comes
Just
back
come here.
into
Hold on, whistle, then you can tap and go.
Sorry, it's a tap restart, not a scrum,
Scrum,
on the
yeah.
40-20.
Mitch, hold. Mitch, hold. Hold. No. Stop. Come back. It's controlled. Go.
Down there, Perry. Solid run.
Cutters be looking for a result here, Macca.
Hands out.
Probably not points. Let's just apply some pressure and
Go. 1.
build on it.
So it's Munro falls. Perry now gets the ball away. Picked up there by Mitchell Dunn. Grabbed him by the bootlace. It's still going.
Strong.
1. Lamar, stand up. Jack. Roy, Jack. Hold. Go 2.
Cutters on patient play. Hodges gets the
Little
ball
offload
out.
there. Treston.
Treston working hard back to the sticks.
Hands off.
Options either side.
Hold.
Set up to the left. Out to Dunn.
Great
Flat ball
ball.
there from Shane Wright, and he goes over. Shane Wright
And it comes off Mitch Dunn too, Macca. What a great ball there. Just drew him in, drew the player in. Perfect time and hitting Shane Wright. 2 local boys getting the job done.
Deft pass there for Mitch Dunn. The Cutters have been working hard, looking for some patient play, the experience. These two have played together for a long time up there in Townsville. Shane Wright knew it was on, and to put himself in the position, get the good flat pass there from Mitch Dunn. And the Cutters have opened up their account with a try.
Just hold him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's down.
14 points to 6 with the kick to come.
So just watching this set, but everything else is...
So it was good. They applied that pressure we're talking about, Macca, and points came.
You lads all right for a drink? Yeah, all good. You're good, mate. They're good. Thanks, mate.
So Shepherd has had to reshuffle his lineup to account for some injuries, but still has quality across the park. Getting their fair share of the football, and that time the cool head of Mitch Dunn results in a lovely flat pass to Shane Wright to open the account, and lovely conversion there. That he had a fair hook on it with that win, but Carlin Anderson converts a try. It's 14 points to 8. There's 23 and a half minutes to go in this second half here at BB Prince Stadium. You're watching Cutters TV, brought to you by Cash Converters Mackay. And it's the Mackay Mazda game day here at BB Print. Cutters versus Tweed Heads. We've got a great game on our hands here.
Tell you what, Macca, that could be the recipe that the Cutters are looking for with those 2 big bodies attacking together on that left edge.
Jack.
We'll see how Tweed respond here with their defensive set, and Cutters are pretty hungry to get this ball out of their own half.
Cutters forwards really been strong tonight in the face of a solid forward pack there from Tweed Heads.
Mate, it's a first-rate pack, isn't it? The Cutters pack. Coach Shepherd will be pretty happy with the quality that he has there in the forwards.
Well, he's got NRL experience in Wright and Dunn.
Jack, hands away. Let's go, John. Here.
He's got Paree and Cotter all ready to go as soon as they get the Cowboys call up from Paul Green. Jordan Kenworthy.
He's got to be close to securing a contract.
He's an NRL player in the making.
He's quality.
You're locking him in.
So there is quality there. Cotter now. Back to Wright. Having a big second half, Shane Wright.
Last tackle.
Last tackle now.
Hold it, Jack. Hold, go.
Dunn wants the football. Dunn will put that high.
Goes to the air. It's a big bomb
it's
too.
It's deep. I don't know if he...
Wait for the bounce. Bounce.
It's going to be a 7.
Meant to do that one. So it'll be a 7-tackle restart. So
Got time, mate.
I think he wanted more height, less distance on that one. But Cutter's going to defend this one.
Jack to the middle.
Good now.
Go. We will have a 0. 14, give space. Square. Hold. Go 0.
Jenner's been impressive since coming on, Macca.
He's played very well, Kellen Jenner.
Move together.
He's a stalwart around the club here. Does a lot of work in the fitness area. Puts a lot of time into his own game. Local West Tigers player, Mackay Brothers Juniors, now playing for West Tigers and up through the ranks for ISC. He's doing a great job, Kellen Jenner.
Go 3.
Just punching a few holes there in the middle, Tweed.
Tweed looking solid down this left-hand side.
Jaden, up. Lock in, hold here.
Let's see what they come up with at the end of their set.
Nothing late.
Back to Jax. Jax, nothing doing there. On to Cook, will take the hit up.
Wasn't real keen to run the ball there, was he?
Square up, Marcus.
Is this last?
Hold. Go.
This is last tackle here.
Here.
Back to Jax.
Going to the air.
Okay. Okay. Caught.
But taken there by the Seagulls players. He got that ball down. No, he has dropped that one.
It's a close one, so it's on the whistle. It's not quick.
I think that was Spry.
Yeah.
Down the right-hand side. Cutters led off the hook. That was a good kick from Jax.
Great kick into that win. That was just perfect position. Held the ball up and just had it right on the line. I think they were very well. It looked like a try from up here, Macca.
Cutters letting the Tweed Heads player take the ball. It's dangerous. Once they have that close to the line, they're hard to stop. Oh, and a drop ball here from the Cutters. I think that's right. Not happy. But it's going to give Tweed Heads another crack, and they did look very good in that last set. Cutters have worked hard to bring themselves back within a try.
Same leg curve.
They want to defend this one. Make sure that Tweed Heads does not get the opportunity to extend their lead.
With your lock, man.
Yeah, halfway through the second half, Cutters had the run of the ball. Tweed is applying a little bit of pressure now, so it'd be interesting to see how the Cutters respond.
Let's go. Hip square. I'm not. Good to feed. Out.
As it feeds the scrum. Out to Jacks. Out there to the 11. In little Varvey.
Jaden, let go.
Might have been Lyndon McGrady there, the fullback in 21, Mackay.
Sorry, yeah, it was a 2, not a 1. The old eyes are failing me this time of night, Pat.
Ruben, release. Square up. Hold. Go 2.
Good defensive set here, they've been tight.
So that's ball there taken up by Whitelaw.
Hold. Go 3. Played it.
Seagulls making good yards. Back to Jacks on his outside man there, and Spry. Spry's been very dangerous down the right side.
Yeah, good one-on-one tackle there from Atherton. Another local boy, he'll be happy with that. Spry's had the better of him tonight.
Back to Big Pallavi in the middle. Cutters working hard. Drop ball from Pallavi. Let off the hook. Good defence there, Mackay Cutters.
Yeah, no surprise, Kenworthy in there. He terrorises the ball runner. He rips right in. His aggression is on point.
So the Cutters, 18 and a half minutes remaining in this game. They're down by 6.
Back on the 10, boys. Back here. Come on. Couple of steps. That's it.
These teams sitting 7th and 8th on the ladder. It's a top 8 for the first time this year in the Intra Super Cup.
Jump in. Jump in.
Cutters looking to move into the top half of the table after 6 rounds. Tweed Heads, they're looking to maintain touch with the leaders of the comp.
Off the ball. Square up.
But
Go.
it's a terrific comp, the Intra Super Cup. Any team can beat any other team on their day.
Up together. Hold it. Go.
And we've got a great game here between the Cutters and the Seagulls. Cutters working the other own end.
Jack, clear the ball.
Good rush defence there from Tweed. They're getting up. They've held the Cutters down into our own 25. Good yards there from Kenworthy, getting us up to nearly the 40-metre mark.
Strong run.
Jack, hold here with me.
Jordan Kenworthy runs with energy.
Go 4.
Back to right. Sorry, that's Paree. Back to Cotter. Cotter, strong. Good yards there.
Good finish at the end of the set there. Be interesting to see what they come up with.
Last tackle, Cutters. Back to Hodges. Puts it up high. Better kick this time. Chase is coming through. Anderson will line up his opposing fullback in McGrady. And the Cutters will be defending, keeping the Seagulls down in their 20.
They'll be looking for a lockdown set here, Macca. They want to keep them down here. And, oh, great result there.
Drop ball from the Seagulls. Cutters defending with passion. Maybe a little bit of desperation. Whatever it is, it's working.
So Cutters 6 from 9 completion rates, and Tweed 3 from 6. So that's the turnaround in the second half, Macca, and it's shown on the points.
They're certainly getting their fair share of the football at the moment, the Cutters, and they're getting good position as well. So they lost the skipper. He's off with a head knock. Doesn't look like to be coming back.
It's blind, boys. Roll here.
Mitch Dunn has jumped into the halves.
See what Yamba Bowie can do here, Macca. One-on-one. See if he can produce some.
Cutter scrum win. Good ball. Bit of a hospital pass there. Oh, it's one-on-one strip. That was an ordinary pass there, Bowie to Dunn. He's lost that ball. Dunn on Spry.
Straight off, Ruben!
So let off there for the Seagulls. Down the winger and Walters.
Hands away! Holding! Go 2.
They haven't come back down this right edge where they found a lot of success in the first half, Macca, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Hands off
That's
now.
13 Whitelaw. Cook now. Dangerous from dummy half. Cook, good yards. Grabs 10 metres.
Hands off, Hold. Go 4.
Back down that left side of Jacks. Out there is the centre in
Keep going, this is tackle 1.
Straight up,
Sueli.
One-on-one
Lost the
there.
ball. One-on-one again.
Hold! Hold! Go. 1.
That's about the third one-on-one strip this evening, I think.
Yeah, both coaches from both sides will be looking at
Up together!
wrapping that ball up and controlling it.
The ball security's been a little bit lax. The Cutter's now coming away from it. Bowie
That's better from Bowie.
Probing run.
And square.
Cutters looking to complete this set. Carter.
Paulie Burns coming in to relieve the forwards.
Jack, straight off. Hold. Go 4.
Another good run there. It's Kenworthy. Pops the ball out the back to Anderson. Keeping the ball alive. Carlin Anderson. Working around the middle of the field.
Last one.
Last tackle here.
Hold.
Cutters 40 metres out.
Nothing late.
Done.
Goes
Better
high
kick
again.
done. High kick. Chase is coming through. No pressure on McGrady. He'll take that ball.
Shane, give space and square.
I think the boys are onside there. A little see a little bit of pressure put on the fullback there.
Walters probing cross field. Off
Move
his wing.
together. Square up. Just stand. No, stop. No. Taylor, take it back. A metre. No, Taylor, back. Just wait. It's going to be 2. No, wait.
Referee
Back
very
in,
particular
Mackay.
on where he wants
It's gonna
Taylor
be 2.
Walters to play the football.
Let's go, 2.
On the left-hand side there, it's Hazard.
Dan, give him room. Square. Holding, go. 3.
Lyndon McGrady looking to get his hands on the ball.
The Tweed Heads.
Off the
6
arm
points
now.
in this. There's 30 minutes to go.
Go 4.
Tweed Heads scores again to make it very difficult for the Cutters.
Last one. 16 square. Hold, go. Thanks,
Last tackle here. Back to Jacks. Been dangerous the second half, Jacks.
Gotcha. Thanks, mate.
Flat kick down to Anderson. Uses his feet. Experienced player, Carlin Anderson.
Jack, hold. Hold markers. Hold. Go. Come on.
So the Cutters now coming out from their own end. It's been an arm wrestle.
Give space. Hold it, boys.
Possession's the key in this game.
Go. 2.
Neither team been completing to the best of their ability in the second half.
Up together. Square. Hold. Go. 3.
Yeah, Tweed seem to be getting off the line pretty good there, so Cutters need to respond and get this ball down the other end and apply some
Kenworthy
pressure.
to quick play the ball.
Good yards.
Good yards there from Reuben Cotter again, up to the halfway.
Jack, square.
Last tackle here.
Hold here. Hold,
Dunn
John.
wants the football.
Go. Thanks, John.
No, Hodges will kick.
This is good.
Put it the back over the winger's head. Good kick there from Hodges. Difficult bounce on that side there for Jacobs.
Good
Good
kick
kick
chase
chase
too.
there from the Cutters.
Let go now. Go. 1.
Oh,
Square.
looked like he
Yes,
lost
square.
that there.
Clear the
Out
leg.
of play players coming.
Go. 2.
I've got an eye on them.
Okay. Thanks, mate. Good.
So the Cutters, decent set, good completion.
Onside
Thanks,
now.
buddy.
Good kick chase, working hard here to keep
Hold.
Tweed
Go,
Heads in
3.
their own half, or at least make a difficult kick for them into this strong breeze.
Alex off the ball.
Tweed are
Square.
going to inject Latu back onto the field
Go.
here, Macca, for the last 12 minutes of the half.
Leilani Latu. You can't miss him out there.
Last one. Stand.
Big fella on the 17.
Hold. Go. Nothing late. Outside.
All
40.
chases are good. Jack Cook needs 10.
Okay.
And the kick there over the top of Paulie Burns' head. A fine touch.
Come here.
It's been great there from Riley Jacks on the boot. He just controls that ball so well, and that's a good kick into the win. Both teams looking a bit tired, Macca. I think the team that shows a bit of intensity here and commitment's
All
gonna
right, Tweed. Let's start coming in. Jack. Lyndon.
prevail.
Let's go. Jack. Jack. Let's go. Let's go.
So we have
Jump in.
11 minutes remaining in this game.
Mitch. Outside up.
It's on a
that's it.
knife edge at the moment.
Feed. Out. Out.
Cutters scrum, win and feed.
Shane Lamar. Stand. Tweed here. Hold. Go. 1.
17 and
Off now.
Treston, I think that was, down that left side.
Yeah, he's been good since coming on.
Go. 2.
The big Gerard up the middle, as he's done
John
all
off
night.
the arm. Square. Here we are holding. Go,
Cutters
3.
looking to get down into Reuben Cotter.
Oh,
Great
great
ball
ball.
there to Burns. Burns is away, doesn't really have support, so gets tackled there one-on-one by McGrady.
They need to
Cutters
push out
now
to
in
the right
attacking
edge here,
position.
Macca. They got numbers out wide.
Go. 4.
Okay, number 10's linked in. John's linked in.
Done.
Lead is short.
Out there to Kenworthy. Centering ball, Kenworthy. Strong run at the posts.
Last tackle.
Still numbers on the right. Be interesting to see which way they go.
Go.
Done. Little kick through. Ball to Shane right. Off feet. And 6 again. Referee will call the try. Kick through from Mitch Dunn. At the feet of Shane Wright, grubbers it through, jumps on that ball.
That left edge again, the big bodies there, Wright and Dunn combining. That's a great kick there from the Mackay product.
Threading the needle, Mitchell Dunn. Almost.
Wright gets a double.
Fortuitous bounce, back to Shane Wright. And it's 14 points to 12. 9.5 minutes on the clock. Kick to come. It's game on.
Thank Dad for our last conversation, mate.
And it's good from the big man there. Cutters are finding some good inroads through the middle. If you see those little backs, back them up. I think there's danger signs there for Tweed.
Yeah. Let's make sure we lift our talk if we need to.
The points really coming off. The hard work. Ruben Cotter around the ruck, making yards. Good ball in there to Paulie Burns. Finally gets some space. Paulie Burns didn't have much support. Took the tackle there by McGrady, and then the play on the back of that was solid. They went to the side where they were actually, I think Seagulls had actually numbered up, Pat, but like I said, a lucky bounce, but it's the pressure that tells in these situations. Anderson waved away.
I'll stay that short and distance.
Cutters are still down by 2. It's a tough breeze kicking from that side. And probably need to push it out further to the right to get the conversion there, Carlin Anderson.
Tough kick into the wind there, Mackay. Similar to the first kick he had the first try of the night. Very crucial there, but the Cutter's going to have to find some more points.
Ball goes first. Cheers.
So 2 points in it. 8.5 minutes to go.
Behind the ball.
Cutters down, 14 points to 12. And that's how you kick off into the breeze, Pat.
Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it? Maybe it's died down a little, Mackay.
John, Leilani, stand. Here it is, Jack. Hold, go.
Cutters now. Not long to go. They'll be wanting to get a good completion here and a deep kick, defend it. Then they'll get one more crack, at least one more crack at the Tweed Head side. Big right. So that's Puri that time.
Good meters.
Kenworthy into Russell. They're working hard around the middle. Down Russell. Solid run, Russell.
Like to see more of it, Mackay. He's a quality player.
Yeah, quick play the ball here. Cotter. Back to Dunn. Little chip over the top. Good pressure down there. Cutter's looking to keep McGrady down there in the pocket. Moved up quickly. Good kick chase.
Looking for line speed here, Mackay. The Cutters need to get off the line, put some pressure on. Look to lock them down here in their own half.
Move together.
Cutters looking to force a mistake.
Cutters completing 10 from 14 this half, Mackay.
Shepherd be happy about that.
Dead off the ball. Go through.
Tell by the 2 tries have been scored. Great there ball. Great ball from Lila Varvey coming through, but lost the ball now. It's a Cotter.
Good field position.
So 0 tackle. We've got six to go here.
Slow to get up.
Cutters need to be patient. Bowie coming, looking for a run.
Always look dangerous with the ball in hand tonight, Bowie.
Treston now doing the hard work.
Love to see him apply some pressure here. Get the ball into the in goal.
Kenworthy. Solid. Back to Dunn. Out there to Anderson. Nothing silly. Wasn't on. Took the tackle.
Up, Christian. Hold.
Atherton into acting half.
3.
Dunn. Back to Puri. Solid run, Emery Puri.
Shane, clear the ball.
3 metres
Come
short.
this left edge again where they've been had all their luck tonight.
Dunn. Kick through. Too big. Way too big.
Got onto that, nearly put it into the basketball stadium.
7 tackle restart. Cutters can ill afford it. 5 minutes 45 remaining.
Let's keep moving, Tweed.
Had to shuffle around. This is Cooper Bambling taken off the field at the end of the first half with a head knock. Hasn't come out of the dressing rooms. So Dunn's having to hop into the half position. Kicking game on those deft little kicks, which is Cooper Brambling's strength. Just sort of lacking that experience down that left side at the moment. But still time here. Seagulls working hard up over halfway.
Yeah, still 5 minutes to go. I think if they can turn that ball over and get back down there and put some pressure on Tweed. Good meters back from Tweed getting out of their own half.
Hold, go, 4.
Fourth tackle here. Solid ball there, I think it was Lillis.
Shane Gillam, good yards up the middle.
Go.
That was Gillam, sorry.
Tackle's
And
touch.
deft touch there. And they're going to find touch
Come in.
Get in. Hey.
right down in the Cutters' bottom corner. So Cutters loose head and feed 10 metres out from the line.
Hazard just happy to roll the ball out there. He come from the Dolphins last year, Mackay Hazard did.
They've got two very good halves in Hazard and Jacks.
Oh, time on. Change position. Let's go, Tweed.
I think they got to do what's been working for him. Mackay Cotter's got to get that ball and go from dummy half, and Hodges needs to follow because he's good at it as well.
Hip square again. Linden, in. Let's go.
4 minutes 20 on the clock.
Feed.
Cutters with the feed. Definitely looking to complete this one and get out of their own end.
Shane, give space. Jack, hold
Coming
it.
down to the closing stages of this game. It's been a good close game. There's been turnovers aplenty, but it's been exciting for the crowd.
Hold here. Hold, go. 2.
Bowie. Good yards from dummy half.
Jack, stand up. Square. Hold. Go. 3.
A little piggyback wouldn't be bad here, Mac, if the Cutters can force a penalty.
Kenworthy gets his front. Quick play the ball here.
Go. 4.
Cotter. Back to Dunn. Good ball there. Shane Wright. In a bit of space. Pokes his nose through. Gets his front here. It's last tackle. Dunn. I'm not too sure what the plan was there.
Okay, go on, Dad. 20.
Yeah, fifth tackle option there, probably not right. Dunn comes out at dummy half. Didn't have anyone to pass to, and he's just pump one in into the in goal, and it's another 7 tackle set. 3 minutes to go on the clock. Cutters get another shot.
Go. We'll be 0.
Disappointing end of that set. Cutters aggressive in defence.
Good contact there from Perry.
Looking to force a turnover.
Hold. Hold. Jaden early. 0.
Seagulls with the football.
Up
2
together.
minutes 50 on the clock.
Hold.
Hazard into dummy half.
Probably a set each. Full set each.
Rap latte up there, that was good.
Stand again. Square. Square us. Hold. Go. 2.
So Cutters' big man back on the field, Ross Bella. Be good to get a couple of good carries early from the big men and get these little fellas probing around behind them, following them. They're rolling down the field, but Tweed, good set.
Working down the left-hand side. Jacobs down that left. Back to Biglar 2.
Second hit up for the set there. Good work by the big man.
Last one.
Last tackle here.
Chasing a penalty.
Jacks will want the ball. Looking to find.
All chases are good.
Rolls it out.
He's rolling it out.
Cosby looking to pack quick here and have one last crack at him.
2 minutes to go. Tweed Heads Seagulls 14. CCS Mackay Cutters 12.
Stay in that formation. You can stand up. Yep.
Cutters have packed the scrum. Referee will call time off.
All right,
There's
Tweed,
1
let's
minute
start working.
58. Last tackle options for the Cutters in this half have not been ideal, but they've lost their skipper and halfback.
Come on, Jack. Get in.
The Cutters have scored 2 tries. Let's see who's right, Pat. Me or Grant Ravelli as to who can call how strong this wind is.
That's it. Be interesting to see.
I'm hoping it's Grant.
That's right. 2 tries apiece.
Go one.
Penalty goal and a missed kick the difference at the moment, but Cutters will roll down the field here, and we'll see what option they can come up with.
Keep going, that was backwards.
Still 1.
Ball away there, Russell. Good second phase play from the Cutters.
Off the ball, Riley. Jack, a step. Hold. Go. 2.
The second tackle here. Bowie. Bowie's been really good. Good ball there through the middle and Russell.
Knock on.
Oh, drop ball, Cutters. That could be it.
Enterprise
Cotter-
play there from the Cutters, but yeah, the execution just not there.
The Cutters will pack the scrum. There's minute 13 remaining on the clock.
Same formation. Yeah.
Minute to go, so we're looking for some solid defence here, force a mistake, turn the ball over. It's going to be a big task, Macca.
Shoulders over each other, arms over.
Anything can happen, Pat. Like you said, the completion rate from both teams is probably a little bit shy of par, where the coaches would like to be anyway.
Jack, head in.
And so a turnover here will give the Cutters one more chance. But
Yeah, Tweed can't shut off. Cutters going to be hungry.
Pushing the scrum.
Yes, I got it, mate.
Ball outside there. Outside backs.
Move it, stand up. Hold, go.
Tweed looking to complete this set and roll the ball into touch again.
Yeah.
56 seconds on the clock and penalty.
Easy. All good. Yep. High contact.
Penalty there.
That's not going to help.
No. High tackle. I think that was Emery Perry that might have called out for that one.
Riley, which way?
Tweed Heads taking their
Go,
time.
let's go now.
That might be all the Cutters will have time for this evening. There's 30 seconds to go. They'll need a mistake and a small miracle here to pull this one out.
Square up. Hold. Hold. Go. 1.
Tweed Heads working through the motions. 20 seconds left here now.
Hold. Go. 2.
Cotter's been great tonight, Mackay at 9. Like you said earlier, I think while Hodges has been great at 6, losing our halfback late in that first half just hasn't sat well, has it?
No, not at all. It hasn't helped at all.
Stand.
And that
4.
full-time Hooter sounds. Last play of the game. And that's full-time. It's been a great game, but Tweed Heads, the visiting side, has run out winners 14 points to 12 over the QCCS Mackay Cutters. The crowd disappointed in their team. Not disappointed in their team, but disappointed for their team. Not being able to get away with the win. Cutters are absolutely spent. They put their heart and soul into that one. But some quality players there, and that Seagulls side is controlling the game in the second half. And they were able to close this one out.
Yeah, there's only a kick in at Mackay, wasn't there, in the end. It was just kick for goal. That was the difference. So 2 tries apiece, 1 penalty goal, and yeah.
Thanks, Shane. Well played, mate. Cheers.
So a tough one to swallow there from Pup Shepherd. He cannot question the effort of his players. Once again, outstanding. This Cutter side this year has come ready to play and be competitive in this Intrust Super Cup. But there is no easy games. And the Seagulls have been able to utilise the win in their first half, get those couple of tries, like you said, on the back of a penalty goal, and take a 14 points to 2 lead in half-time. The Cutters come out 2 good tries in the second half. However, 1 conversion short.
Yeah,
and the fact that they had to shuffle around in the halves there in the second half made it difficult, Pat.
Yeah, and I think Riley Jacks was the difference in tonight's game. His kicking game against the win in the second half was sensational. He drilled the ball down in the corner on a few occasions, ball rolled out, whereas the Cutters were just unable to do that in the first half. They seemed to be putting the ball a little bit too high in the air and not getting that result that Tweed got.
But once again, a great night of rugby league here at BB Print. I hope you enjoyed it wherever you're watching over in the UK. If you're following a couple of the boys out here, Alex Gerard and Lloyd White, to all of our fans around Queensland, hope you enjoyed the game here. I know the crowd certainly did. So the QCCS Mackay Cutters just falling short of the Tweed Heads Seagulls here in this round 6 game of the Intrust Super Cup. We'd like to thank our matchday sponsors in Mackay Mazda, our live stream sponsor in Cash Converters Mackay. This is Cutters TV, brought to you by Tropical Exposure. And we wish you a very good weekend. We're back here Thursday night in the Round 7 clash here from BB Print. Until then, have a great week.
Thanks and good night.